mute myself until you're ready.
Okay. I always forget that I have to change the okay.
So,
My God.
Fairy is here. Fairy is the spell that lets us actually dive dungeons.
You can unmute yourself now.
Oh, okay. Awesome. There we go. Hi.
Hello.
There I am. I was like, where's my Poogie?
I was waiting on it to show up. I'm like,
Hold on, just making sure people know I am streaming. Boop, boop, boop. At least visiting on your stream.
yes.
And that's my pings.
I always forget to change the title of the stream.
Don't worry. Yeah, you'll get used to changing it. Sometimes OBS doesn't even change it, and it's just like annoying. And I'm like, I know I changed this. I clicked it like 1,500,000 times, and it doesn't change.
Yep.
So thank you for having me. How you doing, Neo?
I'm good. How are you?
Slowly dying, but that's just because of the heat.
Slowly dying is crazy. But me too, because it's hot as fuck outside.
The summer, it's hot. I'm withering away.
Like I like warm weather, but it doesn't need to be burning every time I step outside.
Ah, yeah. No, 100% get you on that one.
And then when it's winter, I hate it. I love it, but I hate it.
I don't hate winter. I honestly love winter because most of my jackets are like these thick like leather or denim jackets. I have a bunch of I basically have a bunch of winter weather gear clothes. Thank you.
Hi, Void. But I have winter coats and everything, but it's it's cold, and I hate being cold.
Yay, being cold.
Not yay being cold.
Why do you hate being cold? Listen, it's better to be cold because at least you could just bundle up more. Rather, when it's hot, where you have to actually strip in order to actually feel better, and even then it doesn't help.
Right, but I would rather warm weather than cold weather. I'd rather not be burning, but I'd rather not be freezing. I don't want to do
Crazy.
either.
Hello, Belly. Hello.
But thank you for
Let's
to the
see.
interview, though.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, I'm always glad to be here. It's just been a busy week for me for as far as like people inviting me onto their shows. First Dolly, then you. I'm all like, who else am I gonna appear on with?
We'll see by next week, because that's when your schedule comes out again.
I know. I'm already thinking about next schedule. I know I'm gonna be playing more with Desu. As far as It Takes Two, because that was fun. That was funny as fuck. That was just a fun time.
Yeah, that's a really fun game.
But yeah, thanks for having me. Choco is living his worst nightmare. Is he becoming popular? Oh, fuck no. No, I don't want to become popular.
Oh, well, it's happening.
No!
Yes. Hi, Bird. But
No, I'm not becoming popular. I hate it. Like, that's one of my worst fears about being a streamer. Like, getting too popular where everybody is just talking all at once and I can't I like talk to everybody at once where I miss a message. I'm like, oh no.
That was actually gonna be one of my questions. Was like, what do you? What are your just dislikes or what's the word? Just dislikes of being a streamer.
So as far as one of my dislikes for being a streamer, some of my dislikes, um, damn, I know I haven't encountered it yet. Well, no, actually, I did encounter it the other day. A troll in one of our on my Discord server. It's okay to troll around, but it's like don't do it to people who like aren't appreciative of it or anything like that. I know how to take a joke. I can take a joke. I can turn it around and make everybody laugh. But for like everybody else, it's not as easy. And um, I know I don't want that. I want to be having a really good community, a tight knit community that can laugh together rather than laugh at each other.
Right. And hi, Zaku. What?
What the heck? Why? Wait. Hey there, Neo, and there's Choco. What do you say? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you think he means?
I don't know. It's like he's on this rant, like you know what you did, Choco, and I'm like, what did I do? Do you know what I did? Do you know what I did?
I don't know what you did.
Oh my freaking god! I don't know either. He's like, you know what you did? He came into where I was just vibing another stream grinding in Final Fantasy 14. He's like, Choco, you know what you did? And I'm like, what the? I exist? Wow! Wow!
You exist is crazy.
Wow! Holy moly! That was ruthless. Imagine existing. For those of you who don't know who I am, my community absolutely loves to bully me.
You do it to yourself most of the time.
At this point, it's just become a part of my regular life. But I love them. I love them to death. They're a bunch of chaos gremlins. My chocolatiers. I still want to come up with a better name, but chocolatiers is nice for now. I've like been thinking for months on what to name my community. You literally raised your community bully. I did. I am proud of it.
Hi, Elf.
He loves us. I do love my community. Make no mistake, as much as they bully me, again, I can take a joke, and I know when someone's joking. But I love my community to death. Like, honestly, um, it's just a nice feeling knowing that I can joke around with people like this. And actually, that's one of the best things about streaming. Just being with my community, having fun.
Bird being paid to bully you is crazy.
You're getting paid? Who's paying you? Not me. You ain't on my payroll. Imagine getting paid. Jeez.
What made you want to start streaming or just be a VTuber in general?
So, streaming has always been on the back of my mind. I've always wanted to stream. At first, I didn't have the money, but I came upon money like way long ago. Worked hard for everything I've earned and everything I do. I mean, and I live just the life I want. I don't have like any money I get, I use for my own for myself or for others. Um, the second thing was I like confidence in myself. So that's two things that always kept me from streaming. I had one part, but I didn't have the other. That was until a certain VTuber, Apollo Mythos. If you haven't heard of her, go check her out.
We hear from you all the time.
Yes. But for people who don't, or for who haven't, she gave me a push that I needed, boosting self confidence to actually try. Go. Z. Who the heck is Pando?
The little thing right next to me.
Why is it sleeping? It just says ZZZ. It's sleeping on me. Oh, I see how it is. My God, even a bot hates me. Anyways, that was the boost in self confidence I needed, and when I try again, there's still a few things I need for streaming, and by no means am I good, like the best streamer, but I feel like I've made leaps in just what I do. I mean, even the bot bullies. Yes, the bot bullies me. And slowly but surely, I mean, I got more confidence as I started streaming, and people seem to like me for some odd reason. I don't know why they're so crazy, and just love coming to my streams. But it has been a fun ride. It has been amazing so far, and I want to look back to myself in 2 years and see how far I've come. That way, I can see like my progress, because it's wild that I got affiliate within like a month, and then 2 months I got 100 followers. I'm just like, what the heck? It was crazy.
Is streaming just a hobby for you, or do you see it becoming a job?
That's a really tough question. Now, for right now, for what I want, it's basically I want it to be a hobby. My hobby I can put a lot of passion into. Again, I love my community. I love my friends. I love streaming. Keep in mind, I come from my job, like full time job, 7-8 hours, and it's a like really early morning, like 2 in the morning, to like 10 in the afternoon. I come back and stream every day, day in, day out, except Saturdays because I have Dungeons and Dragons. Um, and I love it. I love my hobbies. I put my full dedication into it. I put a lot of money into it, and honestly, I love it. I mean, I just love. I love making people smile. Now, do I see it as a career? I don't know. To be honest, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I mean, if I get enough of a following, if I'm popular enough, if I can see myself guaranteed, uh, getting income for this to support, both my living situation, bills, and stuff like that. Then yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing this. Uh, he leaves us for D&D. How could he? To be fair, he should take more breaks.
And me and
And
Zaku
that's
were
the
talking
thing.
about that yesterday. Me and Zaku were literally talking about how you should take breaks.
No.
And we had
That's
to
what people
argue
are
with
worried.
you. We had to argue with you when your stomach hurt to rest.
Here's the thing, and here's a very big thing a lot of my community should know. I have worked my ass off. My family has never given anything to me, supported me or anything. I've had to work for everything I own: my car, my living room, my furniture, my living room, my living situation, and everything. Everything. Nobody showed me how to do anything. Nobody, except maybe my brother. But my older brother is an inspiration to me. Family, though, they didn't give me no car. They didn't teach me how to drive. They didn't give me rides to school. They just said go to school 3 miles, go with 3 miles there and 3 miles back. With heavy books. I know, my life was terrible. Always getting blamed for. I was a middle child, so I was blamed for a lot of the stuff. And people wonder why I had a rebellious phase. But other than that, honestly, I just want to put my full 100% effort into this, into my hobbies. Not because I don't I feel like I would let anybody down or anything like that. I just want to spend more time with people and give entertainment, meet new people, help someone. I mean, I know I help a lot of people every day here. I mean, that honestly makes me feel good. That makes me I like that I'm helping someone because I want to bring joy. I want to bring happiness. I want people to feel happy. That is what makes me the happiest. And even with even one specific example for Bird's Eye View specifically, one of his messages got me that I inspired him to VTube, and God, that almost brought tears to my eyes.
I mean, you helped jumpstart me to do this. So,
And again, it was emotional because I actually helped reach someone, and God, that feeling will always stay with me forever. Honestly.
okay. What kind of hobbies do you have outside of streaming?
Let's see. What kind of hobbies do I have outside of streaming? So I know I say I play video. Like I'm a variety game streamer on stream. I feel like it's gotten more to the point where I can only play games on stream because it feels more fun that way. Since I talk to people, I do play the occasional game outside, like occasional games outside of streaming. Being needy is a hobby. Yes, I love. Okay, so I love talking to my friends outside of work. That is a very big hobby. Do I feel like I bug them so much? Yes. Oh my God, I should
feel like I
learn.
bug you.
Oh no! I just I talk to so many people that I just sometimes skim over messages. There's so many messages that pop up on my Discord. Yeah, like I tell people, it's okay to bug me. Please, for the love of all that is good and holy, bug me more. I'm very social, and people who talk to me know I'm very social. Um, on stream, I like to pitch myself as this evil person, mischievous chaos. And meanwhile, inside the Discord messages, I'm like the sweetest guy ever. Wondering, is like, "Are you okay? Do you need help with something?" I'm like, sending you money because I can. I'm like sending you big loves and hugs.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest cinnamon roll apparently ever. It's because Choco is a diva for all of us. What do you mean?
Not a debuff.
Not a debuff, but other than that, hobbies, I am a big Dungeons and Dragons enthusiast. I'm actually now that I've now that sometimes I have some time on my hands, I just casually just work on the campaign I'm doing.
I
Uh,
I'm also a big D&D person, which is also conveniently why I don't do streams on Saturdays, but my DM that we have hasn't been able to do our campaign for the last couple of weeks.
that's a problem sometimes with DMs. So if you're a dungeon master or DM, as we like to call them, by all means, you deserve love, respect, and all the world because you guys are a rare breed. I switch back and forth between being a player and being a dungeon master, so I get the best of both worlds. But God, is dungeon mastering stressful sometimes?
Yeah.
Like specifically for the homebrew I'm doing, it's kind of hard because I'm referencing a specific adventure and also using Chat GPT to help kind of come up with some stuff for it, which is actually handy. I'm not using Chat GPT to make the full campaign. I'm using it to get ideas, and it's working, which is the correct way to use AI.
our DM uses his OCs that he has, which are all gods, and he's a very chaotic person. So the whole campaign is chaotic, but it's fun.
So,
Like, I befriended a farmer. I don't know how I did that. And I'm a bard.
I mean, you're a bard. You have to befriend everybody.
I know, but I was confused because I was just standing there because okay, so the rest of our group went into the forest and I was like, fuck that. I'm not getting my hands dirty. So I just stayed where we were, and then there was a farmer there.
Mhm.
I don't remember what I got from him, but I think I got a weapon of some kind. I have to check, but I don't remember exactly what it was.
You're like, weapon? What? Where? Um, While you're checking that, I'm a fan of making an open world. I mean, let the players decide the story. Yeah, like have the story there, have the main story there, and hey, if we want to continue that storyline, by all means, they can continue that storyline. But that's like, hey, there's some other cool stuff right here, and more cool stuff over there. And we're like, hey, I mean, cause and effect, something will happen. Hey, Levy, how you doing?
I don't like Leviathan.
Leviathan, Levy. Um, so yeah, I mean, that's why I fell in love with D&D. I love putting myself in such a fantasy situation. I love fantasy, high fantasy like that, like swords, magic, like monsters, dragons, demons, devils, everything like that. That was that was me growing up. I loved it, and how long have I been playing it now? Over 12 years now, man.
I
Man.
I got into D&D because it's it's like I can be a DM, but I I'm not like a writer, so I'm not that much of a writer. I can draw the shit out of something, but if you ask me to explain, I can't do that. So I have more fun as a player than a DM. But
Yeah, no, it's fun being a player, but it's also fun being a DM because I get to tell a story,
yeah, like if
and not just
somebody,
my story, too.
yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
I said I get to tell a story as a DM, as well as help people tell their stories, help them build that story, help them make a memorable story. But don't get me wrong, there are those who just want to say, "I want to be the strongest of all," and yeah, that's not the point of D&D.
That's not
That's
the
not
point.
that is not the point.
That's never the point.
Oh, I can do this much damage to one monster. I can do 500 damage in one hit. There you go. I'm like, where's the challenge? Where's the story? I'm like, give me a character. Don't give me some kind of AI generated bullshit NPC.
That the
Like, let me know your character's feelings.
like all the times that I've been a DM, which isn't many, I always tell them if your character is not, if your LC is over like a level 1 or 2, do not come over here because you're gonna try to make some OP kind of. No, I appreciate that you're higher level, but it's not it's not gonna roll with me because you're gonna try to do something and be OP and try to make it your way, which isn't everybody, but it is a lot of people that I've ran into.
Yeah, it is. It is very important to realize you guys like at level 1. You guys are just starting. You guys are Ricky. It's okay to have like a little bit of experience, fighting experience, like inside your backstory, but don't be like, I am the sword lord of this city. I am a level 500 adventurer, but I'm level 1.
That just doesn't. It's not. I conquered an entire kingdom and defeated a demon lord. Now I'm finished as a
This
level
is
warrior at level 1.
you're level 1.
Basically,
I uh-huh. Basically, take for example a character I made. A roguish swashbuckler in 5th edition. I know it's a rogue swashbuckler. Um, pious, or not pious, like arrogant, borderline too chaotic. He's just like a regular thief almost. It's like looking for money, gold. Uh, like as story went on, he became caring, like an actual good guy. Looking out for more than just money, or like more for his friends and the lives of others. I want to see that progression. I want to see someone go from being this dick that doesn't care about anything to a hero who can sacrifice himself to save others and think of others before himself. Like that's character progression. That oh my god, to see someone advance in that way is just so fulfilling.
another question.
Mhm.
So, you said at 100 followers, you're gonna do a Gora cosplay. When is that happening?
You guys really want to see that, don't you? Okay. I am doing it. I haven't forgotten. Oh my god. I
I
just
know
have
you
to
haven't forgotten. It's
I'm a
officially, I
perfectionist.
want to see it.
I'm trying my best here. I have to shave my legs and everything. You know what? I'm not gonna even shave my legs. I just have to make some shorts out of some old jeans probably. Because I don't want you to guys see me in my boxers. I'm like, no, that's the wrong kind of spicy Twitter pic. I always use. They just been banning every new followers. No, I'm not banning every new follower, you jerk. Oh no. You guys will see it soon. Ah, I hate I hate that I have to do it, but I mean I will do it. I got the wig and everything. I'm just waiting for the right moment. Oh my god. That's gonna be funny.
Do you see yourself going far with streaming in the future?
Um I would hope so. I would hope so because I love meeting new people. Hopefully at TwitchCon I get to meet even more amazing streamers who have done this longer than I have.
Maybe
I
Apollo?
mean, kind of. I wish to meet Apollo, but at the same time, I've been hesitant about meeting her.
Hmm.
Um, I know I don't know if she'll act the same way. I'm pretty sure she will, but at the same time, I'm just like I don't want to cross that boundary of just like, hey, a viewer and supporter, and then meeting her in real life. It's just like, oh, hey, look, the real him. Um, I just want, if anything, I just want to support her in her career. Like meeting her would be great, but I just don't feel like I should at the moment. At least I'm not anyone big. I mean, she is. I'm in her community a lot, and honestly, that's more than enough. So, I mean, she talks to me every now and then on her streams. Uh, but I haven't even added her on Discord. I don't even talk to her on Discord or anything like that, like I do you guys. Um, I don't feel like a good enough friend to actually meet her, if anything.
Hmm.
Next question.
Ooh. Um, how do you feel about the VTuber community?
The VTubers themselves, or the entirety of the VTuber community? Sorry, I need specification on that one.
Um, either or.
So I know this is going to be a hot take to some people. This is going to be a very hot take. I feel that the VTuber community can be very toxic. Can be very toxic. Um, it is very. I've seen it, and that's why I try to curve my community. If they try something, I'm just like, stop. I'm like, this is not the way to do things.
Mhm.
Like recently, I know it was maybe a couple weeks back. Someone made told me a rumor. It's like, when am I getting married to Apollo? I'm like, whoa! I'm like, stop, stop.
I think
I'm
I
all
was
like,
there in your stream when that happened.
yes, I think you were. I don't want to mess with her career at all. I am not gonna mess with her career at all. I am nobody. I'm just a small time streamer that this is a hobby. That is her job. I don't want her losing any kind of following because of rumor. So I had to shut that down and say, no, there's nothing about that. Nothing between me and her. I respect Apollo. I look up to her. I admire her. But never would I mess with her job like that. Um, because I don't know her like that. I don't hang out with her outside of streams. I don't talk to her outside of streams. I can't message her outside of streams. She will just always be that person that I just admire from afar. Like, respect a person, yeah. Like Voice says, Choco forgets that behind every streamer that there is a normal person. And I know that. But I just don't want to overstep my boundaries with someone whose job is actually this. This is a hobby for me, so it doesn't affect me as much. But it will affect the other person a lot. Because, again, the VTuber community is toxic. Very toxic, and they will say they get delusional sometimes. No offense to anybody out there. They get parasocial. And if someone hears a rumor, it's like, oh, you're getting married to Choco, like what? That might
Man,
affect her
people
career.
just come up with outrageous shit out of nowhere. And then you're like, where did you even get that? Because I don't know you. She doesn't know you. She barely knows me.
Exactly. I'm all like, what the fuck? I'm all, is this a rumor spreading around? I'm all like, I hope not. I even had to tell Trey. Like, I'm like, hey, yo, just a heads up. I'm like, hey. Like, this is a rumor spreading. I don't know if you've heard, but I'm all like, please understand, it wasn't me.
And that it's good to get on top of the bullshit before it spreads.
I know, because I continue to support Apollo to this day, and I don't want a rumor like that to spread, because one, kind of makes me uncomfortable, because again, I don't know Apollo. I joke around that I'm down bad and everything. Yes, I do joke. That's a running joke that we do with her, because I've been with her since like the very first day. But that's because I've known her for that long that I can joke like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know her well enough to start rumors like that, or to make jokes like that, like where we're getting married. And like, no, I don't. Like, that makes me uncomfortable, because one, like, it's weird for people just to assume that I'm like getting married, like, or my character or myself are getting married to Apollo. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I barely even know the woman. For all I know, she could be evil outside of stream. She could be a jerk. She could be bullying puppies.
Not bullying puppies. Just
Like, Oh my god. Like the attitude you see with me on stream, it's the exact attitude I have off of stream. So it doesn't really matter much to me. I know eventually people might want to.
talk like every day.
Yeah.
You're just
And
chaotic.
exactly. I'm just as chaotic on stream that as I am off stream, right?
Yeah.
That is me. That's why I say me on stream is exactly me off of stream. The chaos does not wind down. Eventually, maybe I'll play a character like for people, but I'm still in the middle of trying to get my reference sheet for my VTuber model. So it was just like, That's a freaking lie. You're a sweetheart to me on DMs, but you're a rebellious son in game. Well, yeah, I gotta be fun. That's my chaotic nature. I flip between two, and don't for people who don't know, the reason why I'm so nice is because I never had people who were nice to me growing up. I mean, I was always bullied. I was always the butt of a joke, doubted, and you know what? That made me sad that people can be treated like this, and that's part of the reason why I kind of like being nice and giving gifts and just being supportive of others, because I didn't have that. I mean, I would love, like, I love that feeling when someone supports me or gives me a compliment or is nice to me, caring enough to even message me, because there's not a lot of kindness out there.
Mm. As you were talking about communities being toxic, and I said this yesterday when I was interviewing Zaku, but
Mhm.
I myself, as much as I listen to goth and metal music, I am a huge K-pop fan,
Mhm.
and I listen to P1 Harmony, and they have a TikTok. I watch their TikToks. I don't know if you guys know who P1 Harmony is, but
Mhm.
everybody makes a joke about Kehoe, like, oh, Kehoe did this, or Kehoe inspired them to do this, or Kehoe told them to do this. And I find it funny. I don't get mad when people say stuff like that. So like last year around, I think it was the day before Halloween last year,
Mhm.
I made a comment saying, "Oh, this was Kehoe's idea," and it was very clearly a joke. Like, yeah, that you could tell I didn't mean it. And I went to sleep, woke up the next morning. My comment had so many hate comments under it, and people telling me to actually kill myself.
Oh my god! But okay, I see with this communities online are terrible. I hate this part. Why can't people just be kind? Like, it's not the hardest thing to be kind. We're all here. We're all here in like one community. We all love to see like kind of similar amount, the same amount of content, but it's just like there's no reason to be an ass to others. Like you don't need to spit poison out into the internet on an already hateful world. There's enough hate in the world. We need more kindness in the world.
Yeah, and as a person who does struggle, just struggle,
Mm-hmm.
at that time, I was just like, oh, okay. And in the hate did not stop for 3 entire days.
The best thing to do is just ignore it. For people who hate, people just love to hate.
I
Um,
I did ignore it, but it was just like, damn,
it gets to
y'all,
you, huh?
it's a joke.
I know. People online, sometimes they don't have anything else to do but hate. but they hate themselves. They hate everything around them, and they decide to project that onto online and make themselves feel better. And I feel sorry for them. I wish I could help them. But sometimes it's not that easy to reach out to people who are struggling like that. And trust me, I've had my own issues in the past. I struggle with depression. I still struggle with depression.
Mhm.
Kill them with kindness. Yeah, don't fight poison with poison. Instead, just either ignore it or try and help them and better understand them.
I did ignore all the hate comments, and after the second day, I eventually just started liking them because they weren't good comments, but it was just like, y'all are low key creative with these. Do you have nothing else to do with your time? And
Exactly.
there were
And
other
it's
comments. There were other comments in under my comment like this. They were like, "It is not that serious."
it's like, yo, chill, man.
Like
It's in that
they were clicking
bad.
through the comments and they were like, "It's not that serious." And somebody asked me, they were like, "Is this a joke?" I was like, "Yes, this is a joke," and that is the only one I replied to.
Oh my god.
They're saying it because I made a joke saying, "Oh, this was Kiho's idea." Even if it was his idea, if it wasn't his idea, it's a joke. It is not that. It makes it look like you hate Kiho because he's popular. He is one of the most popular ones in P1 Harmony. He is, and I think he's their leader too. So it's of course it's not gonna be equal supporters. Kiho's probably always gonna have the most supporters out of P1 Harmony because he's popular. And I get why people get upset at these comments because they're like, this is a group. You need to look at them as a whole. And I understand, but with a lot of groups, that's not gonna happen. There's always gonna be one person more popular than the other.
And again, this comes back to me feeling sorry for some communities, online communities, anywhere are gonna have those very 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 toxic people.
And I know the K-pop community is because not all of us as a whole, but I want to say a good portion of us have done some stuff that the K-pop community were like, I don't associate with them. Please do not compare them to me because I'm not like that.
Exactly. And you have to sometimes because again, you don't want to be grouped in like that. And again, that's what coming back to your question of the VTuber community. It's some people take it too far. Like whether someone like there's a VTuber out there that makes one joke and then you try and get them canceled and stuff like that when they're just trying to have fun and it was just a joke that everybody understood. And then one person says, "No, I'm not gonna let that get away," and then violently seeks out to bring them down and just make hate comments and stuff like that. That I hate. That is just the worst.
I mean,
like if you're ever like that in my community, by all means leave and never come back.
Don't turn back at all, please.
Exactly.
And luckily they weren't in my DMs actively seeking out my other accounts that I have on other social media platforms. I'm glad that I didn't get to those types of K-pop fans because there are those types of fans out there. It was just that one comment, and I'm gonna remember that for like the rest of my life, dude. I'm just glad nobody DM'd me or like went through my account left comments on my account. I'm just glad it stayed on that one comment in that comment section.
Thank God. But yeah, if my overall opinion is that they are toxic. They could be better, so much better, but we can only control people so much and what they do. I wish I could reach out to everyone and stop all the hate online, all the trolls and everything like that, but people are going to be people. So there's only so much I can do.
And this kind of ties into my next question.
Mhm.
How do you feel about parasocial relationships or parasocial tendencies?
Ooh, that's a good question. God, I remember a VTuber I know talking about this once. Parasocial relationships and how they interact with everyday life.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it was a real eye opener. I'm like I didn't know that it was so easy to fall into these parasocial relationships. And then actually, it was one of the Mythos girl streams that I actually noticed like a parasocial kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was even more of an eye opener. Someone actually professed their love to one of the streamers, and I'm like,
I mean,
I don't want to laugh at it. His confession.
I'm laughing because it's like out of nowhere, just a confession.
I know. I was just like, not the random confession. Damn.
Sorry, continue.
Oh no, it was me thinking of like what happened afterwards. So, by all means, it's okay to confess to someone. But if you don't even know them outside of their job, if you don't even know their likes, wants, and everything like that, don't know them on a personal level, don't ask them out, especially in front of hundreds of other people.
Because you will get clowned.
You will get clowned. You will get rejected. It is.
You'll get clowned some more because you got rejected.
You're doubling down on this. Please, 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 please. That is a very parasocial aspect. Think of it like this: you don't shit where you eat. Parasocial relationships, yes, are easy to fall into. It's okay to be parasocial, but it's important to differentiate that.
And
Like
notice it.
and notice it. Please, for the love of God, notice that you're being parasocial. You have to look at yourself and think, am I being parasocial? If you have to ask that, you already are parasocial. I try and keep arm's length away from some of these VTubers I know. Because I don't know them personally on like a good friend level. I mean, like Belly, like Blushy. I don't know him too well. I mean, would I like to know him more? I mean, by all means, I would. I really would. I mean, but I don't want to step over that boundary. I want to get to know him a little bit better.
I honestly felt that void because there's this Sean the Human, my favorite VTuber of all time.
Mhm.
Okay, so when he does stream, because he's Australian, so it's like around 5 in the morning when he starts streaming for me. I think that's also why I don't sleep at night, because I'm like, let me just go say hi before I go to bed. Um, which is I don't know. He's a streamer I watch often. I go in his streams and I'm like, hi, how you doing? And he has a redeem for forehead kiss, and I always have enough. So forehead kiss, he acknowledges me. We have a 2-minute conversation. I dip. I leave because I I'm an anxious person. I have medication for anxiety. I am so scared of being parasocial by accident and not noticing it.
It's yes, and being parasocial, you can accidentally 100% you can accidentally be parasocial and not know it. It is weird. It is very weird because once you know more about parasocialism, yeah, it kind of like clicks in your mind as like, wait, am I parasocial? Wait, I've been parasocial, and it dawns on you. And it's no need to get scared. I mean, sometimes it happens because you build connections with people and you don't even know about it.
Right.
And you feel like you've built these connections because it feels like you're just talking to them one-on-one, especially on streams. But it's important to keep your distance from the streamers. It's important to keep your distance from any online personality because, again, they are an online personality. They do this for a job. They're doing this for fun. They're doing this just to do it. And then people become creepy. Some people become creepy, and it gets dangerous sometimes. That's always important. That's why it's important to protect yourself while online.
Right. I agree with what Void said. She just said the weird ones are the ones who are called out and get offended. I feel a normal person would be worried they are being a nuisance to someone they admire rather than being told they are not allowed to be parasocial.
Called out and get offended. I feel a normal person would be worried. Yes. So see, that's what I was worried. Especially with Apollo. I was worried every single day that I was being too parasocial. I was worried every day. I almost had an anxiety attack for that. But Bird reassured me that I wasn't. And again, it's always important to know people's boundaries, especially when being parasocial. Keep those boundaries, and it's okay to be parasocial. Don't push it too far. Like, make sure the streamer is comfortable, make sure you're comfortable, and make sure they understand and everything, because it can cause misunderstandings, big misunderstandings, and it could come off as very creepy, especially as a joke or anything. Because again, you don't know the person well enough, so keep in mind the jokes you tell.
Right.
Yeah.
Another thing with Sean, that is also somebody that I look up to as where I want to be when I stream.
That's good. That's good to have people you look up to and admire. If anything, it fuels you to. If it fuels you to do more, honestly.
Yeah.
Like various streamers, Honeykin. Who else do I have?
I think
Aruna.
has
That's who.
around 8K right now. I don't know. I have to look. I don't look at. I just know that this is a streamer that I like,
Mhm.
that I watch. Please.
So even smaller streamers, like I admire. Some of them would do a lot of work. Bigger streamers that I actually met. I've only met one actual streamer in person, and that would be Honeykin. Honeykin is the actual sweetest person on earth. she is the tallest by law. I am obligated to say this. Where's the paper? She is the tallest streamer in the world. Obviously, she is 7'9" and is very tall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally not short. Totally not short, guys.
I think she's short.
No, you're lying. Cap.
No. I think she's
Nah.
short.
By all means, it was amazing meeting her at AlfCai. And I had been in her community almost a few months before that, but again, I've done my best to support her too because life has been tough on her recently. But her community has been absolutely amazing. Like by far, I've never seen a more caring community than hers. They supported her when they needed her most. or when she needed it most, and I'm impressed. I'm
That's
honestly
how a
impressed.
community should be. That's how in a perfect community, that's what I would vision, is that.
Yeah. Like she lost her job, unfortunately, but she's now doing streaming full time. She's happier. She's more motivated. She has more time for herself, honestly, and I'm happy for her at every point in turn. I'm so happy I helped her and supported her, and her community has been there for her. Great on her. Great on her.
I feel like a lot of the streamers that I do run into whose servers I'm in, whether they're bigger or smaller streamers, they'll
Mhm.
like see my username and they're like, "That's unique?" Question mark? Because I don't see a lot of people with a username that has numbers in it like mine does. So every time I go in their streams, they're like, "Oh, I remember you. Hi, it's been a minute." And I'm like, "Yeah, forgot Twitch existed, but it's fine."
um, yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, I mean, your name is interesting with the numbers. I mean, it kind of reminded me of Avantio,
Mhm.
with the zero at the end. I'm like, hey, I know that kind of style. I'm like, awesome. Um, but yeah, I mean, hopefully that answered your question a little bit.
Did. So you said earlier you're a variety streamer. What kind of
Mhm.
games do you play on your streams? I
So,
already know this,
uh,
but you know.
I love Final Fantasy. I love Final Fantasy S like games, and right now I am playing Kingdom Hearts. I'm playing through all of them chronologically, at least, from when they came out. Um, right down the list, and it has been so much fun. It has been really fun. Other games I like to play roguelites.
Other
I'm actually
than when
playing
your
Cult of the Lamb.
computer crashes when you're playing Kingdom Hearts sometimes.
So apparently that either that's a graphics card issue or something, or the game just likes to crash sometimes, or maybe it can't handle the strain because I do stream for long hours, so sometimes it isn't out of the ordinary for it to crash or anything.
Yeah, I went to sleep in one of your streams and I woke up and you had been streaming for 7 hours. And I'm like, you don't stream for 7 hours. Why are you still streaming?
I just felt like it. I just feel like it.
Yeah, and that ended up to
Um,
be a 12-hour stream, I think.
it was like almost 10 hour, not 12.
Mm.
The fact that I remember that stream. I just really wanted to play. I was really bored, and I'm like, I had too much energy and wanted to keep on playing until my energy ran out.
Mhm.
I do that at times. Regularly, I stream from anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. That's average. If I do anything more than that, then that's out of the ordinary. But as far as other games that I play roguelites, RPGs. I play a lot of casual games too, like Stardew and Sims. I love playing Deep Rock Galactic, especially with Belly now. She's gotten me addicted. If you're here, Belly, I hope you know you gotten me addicted to Deep Rock again.
My Sims on my computer for a while was just fucking broken and magically started working again. Like
It's because
yesterday.
I was playing it.
Not because
Because
of
I
me.
started playing that it started working. Other games that I like to play. Oh, I like to play. So I love Hades. I love Hades. The game, Hades 2 specifically,
Mm.
and what's it called? I feel like it still needs work. It's a work. It's still like a work in progress kind of game, but it's still good. It's still good. I just feel like the final boss needs work because it like the difficulty spike is a little bit too much, especially for what it is right now. It's like, oh hey, I got these easy bosses. Then the final boss is just too hard and doesn't get affected by like anything. So That is my problem with Hades 2. Hades 2, if you ever come out and listen to my rant or listen to this at some point, I am sorry, but it is what it is. As it's coming from a game developer, or coming from someone who's been in game art and design, it needs work.
I am a huge rhythm game fan.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. You know, I might get the Kingdom Hearts rhythm game just because of you.
You should.
But it's so horrible. It's not really necessary.
But why not?
I hate you.
You know,
Why must you make me suffer?
you'll be okay.
I'm barely okay with Chain of Memories.
I know.
You know. For those who don't know, I fucking hate Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. It's by far the worst fucking game in the series. Who fucking thinks, oh, hey, I'm gonna make an RPG, but with cards? Who fucking does that?
Yeah, no, we watch him suffer almost daily trying to play this game.
It's so bad. I almost lost my mind.
I think you did lose it a little bit.
Nope. Don't know what you're talking about. I never lose my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's the kind of games I like to play.
What do you do outside of your streams other than not rest?
I like to read books outside of my time here and there. Besides D&D, you know, I do writing. Sometimes I record for. Sometimes I record with me and my friends for their YouTube channel, or our YouTube channel, I guess. Because people like my voice, I guess, and we've gotten popular on that YouTube channel. And it's pretty funny. We do low budget reviews, or that's what it's called. And basically we review these old games that we grew up on from like the PS1, PS2 era, and all these other I think the first one we did was like Blue's Clues, and it was just fucking terrible.
I love Blue's Clues.
Oh my god, the game was fucking terrible. It crashed. Other than that, I mean, I pretty much. I know sometimes it's hard to believe this, but I do a little bit of workouts here and there just to do it because I like my physique. It's like almost dad bod, but actually, is it dad bod? Kind of like dad bod. Strong, but you know, kind of pudgy. Muscle, but you know, fat. If that makes sense. Anyway, that's what I do outside of streams.
Do you have any advice for someone who wants to be a streamer, content creator, and or PNG tuber / VTuber?
Ooh, that's a good. That's a good. My advice for anybody that wants to be a VTuber, PNG tuber, anything like that, or streamer just in general, I say do it. If you have a passion for it, if you have something you want to share with others, and just build a nice community, have fun doing it, I say do it. Don't be afraid to take that leap. Don't be afraid to take a chance. It's scary, I know, to think of like, oh, will people like me? Am I gonna have people watching me? Is it gonna be like something I do for the future? I say put those thoughts aside and just try it out. If you like it, hey, you like it. You can keep doing it. Do another one, and hey, it'll boost your confidence even more. If it doesn't work out, hey, by all means, if you want to keep trying, try it again. I mean, try a different approach. Try a different way of streaming. Try different things. it would. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. I know. Like Belly, yeah, she gets anxiety over not knowing what to talk about. Here's the thing: talk about anything. You will build your audience around what you like.
I
And if
understand Void so much on that one because there was one stream where I was just sitting down here talking to my computer screen, and I'm sitting here, and I think Bird and Zaku were in that stream, and I'm like, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know. I just don't know. Like and I'm usually a very talkative person. I can talk for hours and hours and hours. But as soon as I sat down and sat in front of my computer, I had nothing to say.
It's terrifying, right? It's like stage fright.
Yeah, and I got over my stage fright because I've been doing drama / musical theater since 4th grade, so I've been doing it for a while.
It is very different when you're doing it live in front of other people. It is very different.
Yeah.
Here's what I do, and I think Belly admires me. Admires me for this too. It feels like me putting on a different mask when I'm streaming, different personality, and for some reason I can just switch personalities on the dot. I can just do it. I can be an entertainer. I can be someone. Like I think that plays into like my very chaotic kind of theme in nature that I can just do and somehow do it well.
That's how I feel. So I don't mean to cut you off, but
oh no, go ahead.
That's how I feel when I get on stage. Like when I'm on stage and I have a part, I know what I'm doing. It's just like I can do it just like that. I'm this person on stage. When I get backstage, I'm myself. When I get back on stage, I'm this person. And if I have multiple roles, then I play my roles. But it's like when I sit down in front of my computer and I talk, I have no idea what to do because it feels different.
Yeah, I mean it is different. It is very different. And for Belly specifically, don't be afraid. I know you get anxiety, but trust me, if once you start, just keep going. Just by all means, like if you have a thought about something, say it. If you have an opinion about something, just see if people can strike up a conversation about that. If any game or anything, keep up a conversation, and trust me, people will flock to you. Like I'm still amazed to this day that I get like on average like 7 to 10 viewers. I'm like, what the heck? And then it only grows from there. Like I think the most I've had is like 15, which like 23, and I was shocked. I'm like, ah! I'm like, no, that's too many people. It's like a room full of people. It's a classroom.
How I did start to think about it though is like me being on stage, but I'm being myself. I'm putting myself out there on the stage, and I'm not playing a different character.
Oh, I just imagine I'm talking to myself, honestly.
Yeah, I imagine that I'm on a stage, but I'm putting myself out there because that's what I'm used to. And I talk to myself a lot outside of streaming and talking to other people. But it's I don't know. I have a different mindset, and then just like it's like I'm preparing myself to go on stage when I set up on stream. So that's how I started thinking about it. Because it's not like I'm just talking to myself like normal. At least not to me, at least.
Yeah. But again, my advice is take the chance. You never know what could happen. I mean, would you rather know you didn't try, or would you rather know you tried and at least tried it out, or at least try it out? Like, no regrets, just do it. Other than that, other like more technical advice is learn OBS.
Yes, please learn OBS. And if you don't use OBS, you're using Streamlabs or whatever, please learn before
Please
you
learn.
stream. Just learn as much as you can, and if you need help, ask somebody that knows.
Hopefully that answers your question, or hopefully that helps somebody out in the future.
Yeah. What? I had this question in my head. I think I want to say I forgot it, but I didn't. What
You
are
can
the
do it.
downsides of being a streamer, PNG tuber, content creator kind of person? Yeah.
Downsides. I think the downsides is creating a schedule and maintaining your community. Updated. Listen, I may be a social person, but I constantly forget about things, and especially making a schedule. And I know my community is going to judge me harshly for it, and I know they're going to make fun of me for it, but listen, I don't use Twitter that often. Twitter's a cesspool of negativity, so I hardly ever use it.
Right.
Another downside is this VTubing costs a lot of money.
It does.
Cost a lot of money. Like just this picture you see, which is going to be my character in the future that's going to be 2D rigged, is just $100. This is just the illustration. The reference sheet is going to cost me another 100 plus whatever emotions I want. Then the 2D is going to cost me anywhere between $500 to $800, maybe more, depending on what I do.
And that's
Probably going to be
$1,000.
Yeah, that's a decent one. That's a 11,000. That's a very decent one. Or not 11,000. 1,000 is a very decent 2D model. The very, very high end ones are 3K.
Yeah.
But that I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about that. It is a very expensive hobby. Be ready to pay if you want to keep going with it. Or like me, who just wants to have pretty pictures.
And if you don't want to pay all of that money, you don't have to, because there are free things, free assets. People make stuff for free for VTubers because there are some people who just can't afford spending that much money.
Look at Fillion. Just look at Fillion. She didn't even. She's using a free model.
Yeah.
That was a whole tobacco about that, but I'm not going to get into that drama. But yeah, that is something I warn. That is a very bad thing about V2 being expensive.
What are the upsides of it?
You get to meet a lot of interesting people. You get to have fun with those people. You get to have collabs. You get to joke around. It is exciting to meet new people. It is exciting to make these friends online and then meet them in person. And then you just build more connections. I love that aspect. Like Belly, I met her from Blushy's stream. Awesome guy. And I met Blushy from Pixel Mew. Pixel Mew is also amazing. Like, I love her. She's funny as heck. And Pixel Mew likes the same things like I do, like Kingdom Hearts and everything. She's a giant gremlin like I am. I vibe with her. I laughed because I bought her a PC case and she's like, "What the fuck?" I love surprising friends like that. But that is one very big thing I like about VTubing and just being a VTuber. I get to meet these people. I get to see amazing art. I get to support them in such amazing art in these different ways. And I build lasting connections that I hope will last a really long time. That sounds so wholesome. Like,
What are
I'm supposed.
what are things that you personally don't like about streaming? If I hadn't asked you that question already.
I think you already asked me that question. I think I answered like I just hate the toxic communities and stuff like that. Trolls.
So moving on. Uh, Apollo
No
collab
problem.
when? No, I'm kidding.
Okay, so actually somebody, it was Hades, the Hades Mythos that actually brought this up. If you want to collab with a very big streamer who averages, say, like 300 viewers, right? You're managing 15. What do you have to offer that streamer? What do you have to offer that one streamer who this is their full-time job? What do you have to offer them so they can grow? Like, that is a very big thing. If you want to collab with a bigger streamer, I am all for the thought that you should be offering them something too. Because if not, you're just, I know it sounds bad, like leeching off their community. And that's not very cool. And honestly, I feel like you should give something back to the streamer. If the streamer invites you, by all means. Like, if she like, say Apollo invited me, she said, "Hey, I want to play a game with you. I want to play Content Warning with you." I would say, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, I would decline.
You would?
I would decline. I don't have anything to offer her. I don't feel like I am good enough to stream with her. Like, I only have 100 followers as opposed to her like 6,000.
Right.
So I don't feel comfortable doing that to her because I'm like, I'm entertaining for sure. But I'm by no means the best. I don't have anything else to offer her. And it's sad, honestly. Do I feel sad just saying that to myself? But I'm being honest to myself. Like, I would decline. But if she insisted, I guess I could. I'd still feel bad. Because again, it's her job. Any full-time VTuber, it's their job. Well, like you, a smaller VTuber, say me, a smaller VTuber, with only 100 followers, still starting out, only started 2 months ago, comes in, oh, hey, Apollo, yeah, stream with me. They stream. She doesn't get any more followers, but you get like 300 followers off of her. That feels bad to me. I feel like I'm stealing. I don't want my community community to be built up like that. I never want my community to build up with that like that. And it was, I know I had a previous mod before you came, who tried to push things like that, and I told him that makes me really uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't want my community to be built around people forced to come in. I'm like, I want them to come in naturally. I want them to have fun, not like they're forced to be here.
And that's how I feel when I have a plan. And as I said, this will happen later down the line, like way, way later down the line. There are bigger VTubers that I follow. Not really Rikami or Shoto level kind of big VTubers, but I'm saying like at least 3K to 10K followers. Like Sean, he has 8.7K followers. I think Okuno has around 6,000. 10, who hasn't been streaming recently, but I'm in his server. He's active, I guess. He hasn't really explained why he hasn't streamed, but he doesn't have to if he doesn't want to.
Exactly.
Hasn't streamed in a minute.
Hmm.
But he has, I want to say 6,000. It might be less than that or more. I don't know. But they're all streamers in the thousands, and I have what, like 11 followers?
Exactly. Now, answer me this: would you go on to one of their streams if they invited you?
I want to say, like, my first mind would be I want to jump at that chance because it's like it's you're with your favorite streamer, but at the same time, no, because I don't really know what their community is like, And do I also want those people in my community too? Not saying that all of them are bad people. There are probably some people from their community I would love to have in my community, but I would grow bigger from their communities, and then what? What happens after that?
Exactly.
I don't want my whole channel to be just collabs, and then on top of that, collabs with bigger and bigger and bigger people.
Yeah, exactly. And again, it's okay to feel like that. It's okay to have it's okay to be like that. It's okay to say no. Uh because by all means, yeah, it's a bigger streamer. They have tons of followers, but like, what are you gonna do? Like, once you have like hundreds of their followers, I guarantee you, people are gonna unfollow.
Right, because I agree with Void, and I also agree with you on this. But Void said it's such a difficult thing to think about. I have a hard time saying yes, but I also feel like I don't have the right to deny opportunities when so many people will be begging for that chance. And I agree because, like I said, my first mind, I'm one of those people that would want to jump at that chance without, if I didn't have time to sit there and think about it. But I want to say no because I don't want to make it seem like I'm leeching off of a bigger channel. But I want to say yes because it gives me an opportunity to just put myself out there and not thinking like people will jump at that chance not thinking like, oh, I can get followers from this. Me, I wouldn't be thinking like that. I'm like, oh, I look up to this VTuber, I get the chance to interact with them. I would say yes because I get the chance to interact with them. But I would say no because I know there are people out there who are going to be like, "Oh, you only did it because you wanted the followers or you're trying to leech off of a bigger content creator or VTuber."
And like I said, that's why I would say no to Apollo, because it might seem like that. I don't want that. Like it's a very tough decision. Would I want to? Yes, 100%. Like a collab with Apollo. Oh my god, that's like a dream come true. But I temper that. I tell myself immediately, like, wait, no, this isn't right. And I have to stop myself and think. I'm like, what am I doing? It's a very difficult decision. It's a very difficult one.
Personally, I wouldn't think about it as I'm getting more followers, I'm trying to leech off of them. But if people start saying it, it's just like, yeah, it looks like that, and then you would start second guessing yourself because you're like, am I?
Exactly. Remember what I said about toxic communities? That's what happens. People start talking and assuming. Like, ah, man, he only has 100 followers and he got like 300 from Apollo. What a leecher. And then that hurts her credibility. It hurts me too. And never do I want to cause trouble for her. Never do I want to cause trouble for any other streamer.
And I would hate for a bigger streamer, especially one that I look up to, that invited me and I said yes because it's just me getting the chance to hang out, talk with a streamer that I look up to, and their fandom, thinking about this like anime, oh my god, and then their community is just like, oh, you're leeching off of them for this reason, or you're trying to get followers, and they're hating on you for something that you didn't take into consideration when you said yes.
Yeah.
And I would hate to do that and it ends up hurting the streamer or content creator more than it does helping them.
No, that's exactly right. I mean, let's see, you do a fan art for a streamer you like, he'll retweet your art and you'll get the amount of likes you deserve. At the beginning, you might get 15 or 20 likes, but if you're an art god, you'll get 2 likes and several followers. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's why you guys. That's why I don't want to force anyone into my streams. I don't want to. I don't want them to come in based on someone say, "Hey, come here and watch his streams. Like his streams are funny." Ha 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 ha. No, I want people to come in, notice me on their own from whatever from a raid stream or anything. They can watch a VOD and be like, "Hey, look, you were pretty funny. I liked you. I like your content." And bam, I get a follower because that to me means more because they like me for me and what I do rather than based on what somebody else tells them. And
Yeah,
I have a better community for it.
I mean, I agree with both of you, but also my view on it, I would hate to just hurt a streamer more than just help them, or it'll be like this huge thing that wasn't like that to begin with. I want to say,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to hurt somebody more than I did end up helping them, even if my uh my Twitch is smaller than theirs.
Yeah, and again, what I did with Belly and say for example Belly and Dolly, I'm like I want them to be friends, and I gave them a little nudge, and even with you and Belly, I always say make friends. My community is a very friendly one. Make friends with everybody. I mean, that's what I try to at least every day.
Yeah, I feel like I would have a different opinion on it if the streamer came up to you, or yeah, the streamer came up to you, was like, hey, I just want to play this game with you, and then you start
Mhm.
building a friendship off of that. That would be different. I would
Yeah.
it would be different if it wasn't streamed. I feel like I
Mhm.
would have a different opinion on that.
Yeah, like the reason I have just certain like friends, streamers, and everything on like the streaming only channel, and I make them like I give them such role. It's because I've talked to them already. They seem like good people. I'm like, yeah, let's give them a chance. Let's see if they can talk. And for example, Lady, she now like is a regular and she talks and she's comfortable because I'm comfortable with her. Be comfortable, and I didn't know Lady beforehand. Now I do, and now she is. And now we talk avidly. We send each other messages. Belly, I know, is starting wanting to do PNG tubing too. I'm happy for her. I'm so glad I get to meet these people, and it's it's a crazy ride. It's a crazy ride for sure. Um, but always keep in mind when coming onto somebody else's stream, a big VTuber. Don't beg them for a collab or anything if you're smaller. Again, you have to offer them something or have a bigger community of your own. Don't try and leech followers and views off of them. Like they worked hard for that.
Yeah, and I would hate for it to look like that for me, because I wouldn't think about it that way. Like I'm trying to think of it as if it actually happened. Like if one of my favorite streamers were to DM me right now, kind of thing. Uh, yeah, my first mind would be to jump at that chance immediately, but then I would have to talk myself out of doing that and sit down and think about it. And I just would hate to start off my channel getting hate for something that wasn't how it looked.
Yeah. And again, that's perfectly understandable. There's no shame in that. And again, it's just having respect for the like the other streamer. Any other questions?
I think I had questions while I was talking, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I have to think again.
And this is where the interview stops.
Not stopped. I guess so. I guess this is where it stops because I don't have any more questions. I guess.
No problem. It happens. Trust me. Interviews are a lot harder than they look.
Yeah. One thing I did want to just start. I don't know why. For like months, I've been wanting to do like a podcast kind of thing, but like a PNG tuber slash VTuber kind of podcast thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. And for months, and my brain has been like, we need to do this. This is you have to do this. You have to. You can't say no. You have to.
And then you forgot about it.
It has been over an hour. I try to. I want to try to at least make it to an hour before I'm like, okay, bye.
Well, you did make it through an hour. That's for sure. Hopefully, I've been entertaining.
You have. And
Have I really though?
and if anybody is watching that's not a follower of you or me,
Mm-hmm.
this is ChocolateIIguana.
Mm-hmm. Hi, people. Again, my name is ChocolateIguana. You can always follow me at twitch.tv/ChocolateIguana. Very chaotic variety game streamer as always. Have tons of fun with Neo and a bunch of other people. You can always catch me Monday through Friday streaming, basically, unless by some unholy miracle my mods basically tell me go to sleep.
It happens a couple of times.
No, not allowed.
We're gonna do it anyway. You know that.
Oh.
But he is also my channel, depending on the stream, is a thank you for the follow. I don't know how to say your Twitch name, but I see you. Thank you.
Elferia? I think that's how you pronounce it. Elferia?
Afira? Okay. Well, you caught us when we were ending the stream, but I not tomorrow, but Friday there will be a stream. My channel, like I was saying, my channel, depending on the stream, is 16 plus, but Choco's channel is 18 plus. So if you're under the age of 18, for the love of God, please stay away.
Listen, there's a lot of lewd content to go through there.
Yes, there is.
Penias. Vagine.
Vagine is crazy. Again.
Trust me, the chaos flows with me.
Yep, it goes everywhere he goes. The chaos never ends.
And again, yes, I am ChocolateIguana. I am your marvelous host and owner of the Chocolate Factory.
That apparently I work in, I guess.
Oh, everybody works in there. Every streamer just walks around there. They're just working for me unknowingly. But if you want your soul taken, please, by all means, go on over to my stream, and you will belong to me for the rest of eternity. I'm totally not a demon. I'm just a mage who runs a chocolate factory.
I am a interviewer slash maybe podcaster, wannabe variety streamer at some point, and I do
Fix your computer first.
Huh?
I said fix your computer first.
I know. That's why I said at some point. I do have a Discord, and I do have a Twitter, and I have other social medias that are linked in my channel. Yes, I'm making you take the extra work to look.
So much work.
Yep.
That hurts my soul.
It's just gonna have to be heard. Sorry, but the rest of everything is people are following at the end of stream.
Oh, yeah, they always fall. They always fall at the end of the stream. They get carried away by the main content. But yes, show this lovely lady some good old-fashioned love. If you're a part of my community, by all means, go follow her. She is a regular on our streams. I want to get her up there. Let's get her to affiliate, guys. Let's see if we can get her to affiliate.
You don't have to.
Let's. No, we're gonna have to. She is amazing. You ever seen her? She just has to bust out more content, obviously.
People are not obligated to follow me whatsoever.
No, it's obligation now at this point. I'm forcing you all, or no food in the basement for any of you, especially you, Billy.
Nobody is obligated to follow me, to interact with me, or just to watch me.
Don't listen to her. She's being silly. Riot! Riot!
No.
Riot!
We will not riot in my stream.
Let me out of the basement! Let me out! Let me out!
Oh my god.
Let me out! Nobody puts baby in corner! This is what I get for letting you out for the interview. Belly has me in her basement. She has me tied on with chains. It's the best life I could ever live. Uno reversed.
As he was saying, I am a regular on his streams, even though a lot of the time I just sit there just because.
Just because I want her to interact more, but she doesn't. I have to force her to interact.
I have anxiety.
Get rid of that anxiety. Embrace the chaos. Listen, if Belly can barely contain me, you most certainly can contain me.
Okay. Well, support him as well. Follow him. And that is the end of my stream. I will see everybody next time.
Bye, guys. It was fun. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me.
Of course. I always support more my friends. Support some more. Is that what I said? Some more.